Today is October 4th, 2019. Gonna talk about Marvel Zombies 2. If you're skipping Marvel Zombies 1 or Dead Days and you kind of don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, it's gonna be confusing. I don't feel like fucking recapping past zombies that still have a conscience but have a drug addict like addiction for flesh, as zombies do. Some of them have cosmic powers now. All superhero zombies. I think 0 of them are villains. Some of them might not even have by this point, there's no like fucking good or bad. It starts off for 2 with the zombie gang just on a rock in the fucking universe, going like, man, or I think it's Hank Pym who says they ate everything, essentially. They ate everything, something along those lines. I wish it was Spider-Man who said that, because I just don't like Hank Pym, but whatever, doesn't matter. I just don't think that guy should be a leader. I'm surprised that, Iron Man's not the leader or whatever. It's Hank Pym is the leader in this case. Maybe there's a reason why. Other people that are accompanying them is Dark Phoenix, Thanos. Maybe Firestar, some fucking fire dude. I can't remember his fucking name. He's a cosmic dude. And then Gladiator, I think. They'll probably say the dude's name, but he'll get killed or something like that. They just decided to add the cosmic characters just to be like, why not? They could have added like an Inhuman or something, but oh well. Maybe Gladiator might be an Inhuman. Who knows? I don't know everything. Yeah, let's get into it. I feel like, honestly, in my opinion, I think Return, the next book after 2 is honestly, out of all of them, maybe my favorite. I could be wrong, just because it's once again it kind of just like full circles everything. And I guess it could be lazy, because you could probably full circle anything if you really try hard enough. But they're kind of going full circle right now. So they've eaten everything in the universe, and they decide they're gonna go back to Earth, see if there's anyone left or something like that. Yes, there are some survivors. They're from Asteroid M. Black Panther being one of them. Wasp Head being another one. Some of the other fucking, like Cortez or whatever. Forge. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I always I watched the first episode of Shameless, episode 5. Or season 5. Season 5, episode 1. Pretty cool so far, and pretty, on one side, it's really, really depressing, because they're just like, Sammy is just like this 33-year-old woman that kind of just doesn't, she doesn't have any guidance at all, so I don't know how the fuck she even survived. Other than, maybe that's just like, she either did or wasn't going to. I don't know. I think it's actually, typically, she's, as far as I know, maybe she has a drug addict like past. She can get drugs pretty easily, but she's not. I don't think she's just. She's not just like doing drugs all day. Maybe. But what I'm getting at is some people, it's very sad to say this, but the reason why an addict is an addict, because it's just so much easier to just stay in that high, stay in another place, stay in another world, rather than face reality. And sometimes reality is a lot tougher than you want it to be, and it's definitely a lot harder on some people than others. Some people also kind of bring it upon themselves. Yeah. Ian, he's going through. They're saying that he might be bipolar because it runs in their family. Their mom has it. He was actually about to kill a bunch of people with guns and shit. I guess he had some reason to it, because they're bashing gays, and Ian's gay. and couldn't take it anymore, I guess. But I think that's just once again, just when you're not on medication, you can be easily agitated. I really hope that Kev and Veronica work out. They're literally like the rock of the fucking show, in my opinion. Like, they're the most normal, and like, you know, they're not exactly the most normal, but I would say they got the most stable lives out of everybody. But you know, at any moment, I'm sure it could fucking crumble. But and then Frank, he made his own beer. That's fucking, I don't know, I think that's funny. It's cool that he's actually got like some kind of meaning now to life. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna sell it or try to sell it, but all right, I'm gonna get into Marvel Zombies 2. Always got to give credit where credit is due. Writer is Robert Kirkman. Artist is Sean Phillips. Colorist is June Chung. Letterer is Russ Wooten. Assistant editor is Lauren Sankovic. Editor is Bill Roseman. And senior editor is Ralph Macchio. Cover artist is Arthur Soydam. Okay, I can keep on going, but I think that's pretty much it. I mean, Arthur's really good at making covers. I'm not gonna say his fucking last name. Mr. Soydam. Fuck it. Alright, let's get into it. Pretty much starts off with still arguing and bickering over being hungry. And Hulk smashes Thanos' head, and now he's dead. Thanos. Just to be 100% specific. Like I said, they're now deciding to go back to Earth because of the teleportation machine that Iron Man just recently just kind of remembered that he was working on before he died. And I guess, you know, I think it was with Reed Richards and whatnot. Saying yes, and Reed Richards rebuilt it and used it to escape this dimension. That's our ticket out of here. I mean, they probably think that Mr. Fantastic just fucking left, and it's not like, you know, like just spreading the gospel per se. Luke Cage and Peter are talking, and Luke notices that he hasn't been talking that much, and Peter's been like saying like, well, since it's, you know, the longer that it takes us to find food, you know, this hunger, this feeling of hunger, and once again, if you want to relate it to a drug addiction, he says it's starting to fade. Jump to Earth, and it says New Wakanda. Black Panther is still on the throne. Forge and him are talking, bickering about some shit. Forge is talking about this group called the Acolytes. They're just like a bunch of rebels that are trying to start some shit. I guess Magneto is their Jesus, I guess. The Acolytes specifically. Not all of New Wakanda. They're pretty, I don't know, civil, I guess. A little boy finds Hawkeye's head, still alive, brings it to the civilization, and they're like, holy shit. Jump cut to, back in some, it says deep space, they're chewing on some living planet now, it's just like got like green ooze and shit. Fucking nasty, yo. It really pisses me off that Hank Pym's the one that's always talking. Hawkeye being like alone for 50-something years, lost his mind, so, you know, what's new? Cortez's son is the leader of the Acolytes, and he's like talking about bringing down Black Panther because he's not a good enough leader and they just want to live and not survive, blah blah blah. And I believe someone stabs Black Panther in his sleep and he's gonna die unless Wasp eats him or bites him, and then he becomes a zombie. Then they gotta hold themselves off in like some kind of like tank long enough so that the hunger goes away. So it's a cool little interesting concept. Definitely, once again, like, it's just, by this point, you know what I mean, like, I guess it's just what more is there to say? You're just kind of like doing the dance steps, you know what I mean? You're playing a typical rock beat or a typical jazz beat or blues beat. Like, you're not, you know, it's nothing, I'm not saying it's not original or whatever, but you're just kind of, I don't know, walking in line, I guess. I mean, once again, I just keep relating it to like some people going, the zombies as drug addicts essentially, and they need to go through. I mean, even Wass is saying, we'll lock ourselves up in the detention level. Then after a few weeks of detoxification, the hunger will wear off. So it's just, I mean, that's essentially all you got to do. I mean, that's one step is to be clean, and then you kind of got to stay clean, and that's that. I mean, it's a lot harder to say. It's a lot harder to do than say, for sure. There's, you know. Now Spider-Man's deciding to peep up and he's saying, "Are we there yet?" And they're telling him to shut up. And he keeps saying it. Hank Pym and Peter Parker are getting into it because Hank Pym's sick of it, but I guess he said Hulk's not bothered by him, and Hulk is the angriest of all. So just someone who gets easily irritated, I guess. Dude should not have kids. Probably doesn't hurt to have someone else who's also trying to become sober from eating flesh. And he's like, I don't know if I was reaching for the door to stop him or from coming in, or I just don't know. The pain, the hunger. He's referring to his nephew, I think, or his son, or his grandson. Yeah. Or it could be an uncle or a nephew. I'm not sure. But I mean, and then clearly Cortez and the Acolytes want to get rid of all the zombies, clearly, because I'll spell it out for you. They are ZOMBIE. What's that last word? Or last letter? Excuse me. Is it an S? I mean, I guess I do find it kind of funny that Spider-Man and Giant Man are getting into it, because I really don't like Hank Pym, and Hank Pym doesn't like Spider-Man, and I like Spider-Man, so... if I didn't mention it, there's not enough, I guess, in the gene pool to keep the humanity alive, so it's pretty much just inevitable that it's just all gonna vanish. So, once when... at the very end of this book, when they transport all the zombies into another world, or another dimension... or another universe, whatever you want to call it. That pretty much marks the end of this universe, because there's nothing else living here. I mean, anything that's living is like, just starting all over again. Guess that's one way of starting over a fucking universe, man. By way of superhuman zombies. Cleaning out the galaxy. One planet at a time. I mean, once again, like, I just keep relating this to drug addiction. Peter's, talking about he says his jokes to hide his insecurities, and if any of the villains knew he was worried, they would have been able to beaten him. Blah blah blah. Luke Cage says, "Well, I mean, there hasn't been villains in quite a while," and he says, "I'm tricking my mind into thinking I'm still okay. If I dwell on the things we've done, the worlds we've eaten out of existence, the lives we've ended, I worry I'll just turn into a soulless beast with no remorse. I've changed. I know I've changed. We all have. But I have to maintain that even though I can't stop, can't control myself, what we're doing is wrong." And that's, it's kind of it's a bold thing to say. I mean, to be kind of real in that sense, even though you can't control yourself, what you're doing is wrong. And I don't know. I thought that was pretty powerful, in my opinion. It's coming from Spider-Man. If we lose sight of that, all we are monsters. We'll be no better than the evil we fought against all those years ago. Wasp has had to go through, rehabilitation, I guess. I mean, there are other words, but this is her second time doing, and she says, "I think my hunger is gone already. Seemed like it took longer last time. Weird. How about you? How do you feel?" And then blah, 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 blah. Once again, I just can't help but to not think it's about drugs. I'd rather not just keep on saying what keeps happening in the comic, because I mean, there's no point in fucking reading the comic. I guess once again, the last thing I'll probably still mention it every now and again, but Black Panther and Wasp get out of the containment unit or whatever the fuck. They're not chewing on any flesh, so they're pretty much okay. And they're deciding what to do next. The threat has come back to Earth, and Hulk's chowing down. Hank Pym tries to stop him. Just keep saying what the fuck's happening now. I really don't. I don't know. The artwork's really good. I mean, it's not really too much different than how it was before because it's the same artist. I mean, the coloring's good. It's still pretty flowing. I guess the only problem I think it's just suffering from sequel syndrome. I guess. So it's just not as good as the original. I mean, sometimes it's the complete opposite, but in this case, it's not bad, but it's just once again, it's just walking through the motions, just trying to finish the dance. Hank is suggesting seemingly a heroic like deed that we should stop eating these humans, but he ends it with we should turn them into a fucking human farm so we can eat a few every at a time and just have human flesh forever, because that's his favorite kind of flesh. Spider-Man stands up for, I guess, heroes, or just the heroic way, shouting no, and then getting into a fight with Pym, and now they're arguing again, allowing some time for any of the humans to escape. After a bunch of rampaging and fighting amongst the zombies, I forgot the dude's name, but one of the scientists of Astrodome is able to come up with this, or not come up, but they come up with this. He starts up this force field around New Wakanda, and they're technically safe, other than the fact that Gladiator's still stuck in there. And I guess Luke Cage got chopped in half by the force field. That sucks. And that's the end of part 2. We're going into part 3 now. Why the fuck is Bruce Banner knocked out? I know he ate some flesh, but for some reason he's knocked out right now. Unless he's dead, and I don't think he's dead yet. Well, I guess Hank Pym's leg also or his foot got chopped off in the force field. And Gladiator's about to fucking rip Spider-Man almost in half vertically. They were able to defeat Gladiator, just barely. Spider-Man's ripped in half, not literally in half vertically. I mean, he's ripped in a third, but vertically. His left left third of his body is from his pretty much shoulder down to, I don't know, maybe his kidney is ripped in half or whatever, like I said, but not half, just ripped, in 2 sections. Forge was able to improve upon one of Iron Man's old armors, or suits of armor. Just trying to think. And I guess the zombies gave up on the force field, so now they just, why eat those little, the last remnants of humanity when you can jump into a different dimension and, eat people or whatnot. Not just people, but, fucking go anywhere, and you have that fun, I guess, for another couple hundred years, keep repeating that process for forever, I guess. But it must get boring eventually. But maybe not, I don't know. I mean, they're so hell-bent on doing it over again. So, destroying all of the universe. I mean, once again, this is just a comic book, so I'm still not sure as to why Bruce Banner's knocked out. He wasn't knocked out when he was Bruce Banner during the first Marvel Zombies book. I don't know why he is now. Most of the I guess survivor zombies are all fucking pretty much beaten up. Yeah, I mean, once again, dude, like, I just really feel like I'm just fucking. There's not much to say. Like, it's just. I can totally see as to why Robert might not have. I mean, like, because this is just not the same. It's just kind of like. Once again, it's just cleanup. You're not. It's not. There's nothing really to be invested with. It was just that. Since it's only 5 issues, you had to move super fast, and because you had to move super fast, like, you only can say so much. And I don't know, sometimes there's just not much to say. Would it be interspecies erotica if zombies are involved? I guess the asteroid scientist is his name's Reynolds, Reynolds, like Ryan Reynolds, but like Reynolds, yeah, that's his last name. But they just Wasp and him just Wasp and Reynolds just fucking kissed. So that's like, I don't know what that fucking would be considered. Jokes on the zombies. They look everywhere, but they can't find it. And I guess Forge took it. This is kind of late in the game to make notice, but all of their eyes are like this, like glowing light blue energy, and maybe that's because of the cosmic energy. But I think they've always had their eyes like that, or at least when they were dead. Like, just they don't really have eyes. I mean, they do, but they're just fucking glowing. Like, I mean, a lot of times, like, I mean, these pieces are now just like being put together, just once again, just doing the dance. I guess insult to injury. Reynolds, the asteroid scientist or whatever, put together, I guess, the combination of, I guess it's just a Frankenstein. I guess instead of just zombies, they now have a Frankenstein, and it's like kind of like Captain America or Colonel America and Chathana, which is, I guess, Chathala's dead son, which is pretty fucked up. But I mean, why not throw it into this fucking book? They're pretty much just throwing fucking everything but the fucking sink, I guess. I mean, honestly, compared from the first book to this book, I mean, like, not too much happened really in the first book. I mean, a lot happened, but like, it all kind of, just happened within, like, I guess 3 days. And then this one, I don't know, it really, I don't know, man. Like, by this point, this is just pretty much like, like I said, I keep on saying it's just walking the steps to get to, I don't know, whatever needs to be, I guess, just to get the paycheck. That's honestly, it's creative paycheck. Zombies get into one final brawl. I mean, this is kind of like Civil War of sorts, but with zombies. Iron Man, the asteroid M or New Wakanda, they put down the force field, and then long enough so that all the zombie, like the good guy zombies, I guess, the good guy superhero zombies, I guess double cross the bad guys superhero zombies. And once again, like I said, Iron Man was able to get inside, so plan was not perfect. Hank Pym squashes Black Panther like a bug. Not killing him, just crushing most of his body. Then Hank Pym squashes Wasp's head, killing her. Bruce Banner didn't turn into the Hulk, but he was able to become conscious enough to... I mean, I don't know why. I mean, maybe he got hit on the head or something. I don't fucking know. But, I think he's now killing Reynolds. I guess, because Bruce Banner kept smashing Reynolds' body into the machine, it pressed a button that turned off the force field, and now the bad guy superhero zombies are now running into the fucking New Wakanda fortress, I guess, or temple or whatever. Damn, son. Just as Hank Pym's about to just take a nice old chomp, he comes to the conclusion that he's just not hungry anymore. And that kind of ends part 4, and they go into part 5. So, yeah, let's finish this up. It was Firelord, not like Fire Spot or whatever. Firelord is the other, I guess, zombie in this group that I just didn't mention, I guess. Or, misspoke their name. Once again, keeping on the analogy of drug addiction, this is Hank Pym speaking. You don't know what it's like to be taken over, possessed by some uncontrollable force. We were completely out of control, compelled to do unspeakable things, things we never would have done, things I even thought I enjoyed. Trust me, the memory of our actions is it's punishment enough. Pretty much everyone's not hunky dory. There's a little bit of bickering, but then Hulk bursts through the fucking wall and he's like hungry. He punches Fire Lord and breaks him into pieces, I guess. And then he punches one fist through the Dark Phoenix and then squashes her head with the other fist. Hulk punches Hawkeye's head out of the robot body, killing him. I believe Hulk just killed Fire Lord, and then he also just squashed Iron Man. I mean, Hulk's just like stomped through Iron Man's like chest, but I guess maybe the stomp was so forceful that all the liquids just like squirted into his brain and like squashed it really quick. I guess just that's fucked up. And then Hulk just took a bite out of fucking just started eating Reynolds and became back to Bruce Banner. And he's saying you have to kill me, so they fucking do. The remaining superhero zombies decide to help clean up New Wakanda, and I guess Wasp actually is not dead. Cortez is a little shit. He's saying he killed Black Panther's son, and he also killed Black Panther, and he's gonna kill his grandson when he's old enough to. What a fucking asshole. Then Cortez fucking kills Forge. And that pretty much ends that book. Yeah, sequelitis. It had sequel syndrome, whatever you want to call it. Just had to be told, and kind of advances the story into whatever's next. In my opinion, did it need to be made? Technically, no. Nah, they could have just left it as a what if. Maybe that's all it should have been. Kind of really made me not want to check out books 3 and on. I will finish it with Marvel Zombies Return. And I mean, I didn't have too much to say. I'm already almost, it's not even been fucking 30 minutes. I'm already fucking done. And normally I try to keep this going on for at least an hour. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. It really wasn't that good of a book, honestly. The only one that was pretty cool was Marvel Zombies 1. Return is pretty cool. I like Marvel Zombies Return. I'm just thinking about just getting rid of the fucking books now. It's like what's the point? I mean, the only one I'd probably want to keep is just Marvel Zombies 1 and Return. Unless Return isn't as good as I remember it to be. I really want to check it out now. I kind of just say fuck it and just fucking read it now. But I'll just hold off for a little bit longer. Personal note, I only have 2 things of cake mix of red velvet cake. Really wanted to make some, but I'm just too lazy to get some oil and vegetable oil or whatever, and eggs. They say you can replace both those ingredients with applesauce, and I did buy applesauce, but I ended up eating it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't honestly trust the substitute. I also have strawberry frosting, but that's neither here nor there. I guess I might honestly try to cut this short, or just have it end as is. But I could probably talk about something else for another half an hour. I'll just let it go on for however long. I'm probably just gonna kind of chill for a minute. I've been slowly making my way of tying things down and moving on. Some of the songs I've been making that I've made in the past that I really like. I enjoy singing it, but I can understand how it could be pretty difficult to get other people to perform it live. And I'd rather have songs that can be performed live rather than songs that I can just pretty much only play karaoke to. I decided to play or do Instagram Live with the rehearsal today. I'm probably going to continue to do that. It was nice to do that because, I mean, it's been a while since I've, I guess, opened, or I guess played to an audience, I guess. I think only one person was listening or whatever. But, I mean, I've been doing it every day, rehearsal anyway, since October started. Again, hopefully I can keep it going. I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm still stuck in place, like I'm still not moving forward. But I'm just gonna pause for a moment, go to break, and come back with something to say. One thing I wanted to talk about real quick. I mean, haven't gone to break just yet, but I saw this one article. THC, the psychoactive cannabinoid in marijuana, stimulates a molecule located in the brain's hippocampus, where memory, learning, and emotional associations are often stored. When that molecule is triggered, the study found, it can have side effects of anxiety, depression, and addictive behaviors. Giving rats CBD and THC simultaneously discovered lower levels of anxiety and paranoia. CBD blocked the negative side effects that marijuana's THC can typically cause. For individuals more prone to cannabis-related side effects, it is critical to limit use to strains with high CBD and low THC content. So me personally, I mean, I just wish I had, like, if I had, the perfect amount, it'd be like, wax or hash oil, bud, typically sativa, and then just a lot of CBD. And, that'd be dope. But, you can't afford it, that's how it is. But, I imagine even if you don't like to get, like, if you're not someone who likes to use THC, CBD doesn't, like, there's no psychoactive anything, but it also still, like, can lower anxiety, depression, and any addictive behaviors. I mean, I can't confirm any of that. I mean, anxiety and depression. I mean, I can definitely say I become way more chill with CBD, but the THC is very, can make me very creative, and sometimes it can, kick me in the ass and get me want to do things. But and I would say it's like the only thing that probably keeps me able to do this like every day, or work on stuff, because when I don't have it, I just like really don't feel like doing anything. So like I said, I'm just gonna go to break and probably talk about Shameless or a couple other things. So snooping around the internet just now and didn't find anything to talk about, so I'm gonna listen to a couple songs and shoot the shit, I guess. By this point, I probably will not be talking about comic books anymore unless something comes up, but I mean, the next time I'm going to talk about comics is probably the next podcast where I'm talking about Marvel Zombies Return. Then after that, I'll be talking about Kick-Ass and whatnot. I tried watching Glow, Season 3 of Glow. I really liked the show for, first couple seasons, but I watched the first episode and just didn't give a shit. Mindhunter was another show I really liked the first season of, but second season I just didn't even, I watched the first episode, but just fucking didn't even get that far into it. I just didn't give a shit. I've been just mostly watching Shameless. And there's some other things that I'm doing, and once again, I think it's just best not to talk about it. I want to talk about it so bad, but, what's the fucking point? I guess I could talk about, I don't know, I'm just going to hold off just a little bit longer. Maybe I might have something to talk about. Well, hopefully that's the case, but I mean, maybe it will be about comics. Maybe I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be about. Just hold on 1 second. I mean, honestly, wouldn't it not be a bad idea to, there's nothing more to say to just end it, because why waste anybody's time? But I don't know, man. I always like doing an hour. It's like a radio show, man. I'm supposed to be on here for an hour, so I'm gonna do it for an hour. You can cut out whenever the fuck you want. In reference to, I mean, even though it's not that significant, I don't think really anyone even watched, doing recording the rehearsal live. I watched it for 5 seconds. I was like, God damn, it was actually like, the video was choppy. The audio was fine though. I don't know. I still think I got a long way to go. I gotta kick myself in the ass and at least like start practicing with an instrument and singing at the same time. Otherwise, it'll always just be karaoke until I find band members. And like I said, I got other people, but it's just I don't know, it's just not as fun. But I don't know, man. It just makes me. I mean, there's just so much content out there. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe my shit's just not good enough. Does determination, dedication, does any of that, drive, does any of that fucking mean anything? Or is it just like, it's nice little gears to the machine, but, you know what I mean? There are certain things that, if they are not in place, what's the point of even trying? I mean, I don't want to stop because I enjoy it too much, but I don't know, this is the truth. Maybe it's not entirely true. I don't know. Maybe I keep telling myself that. If I could just like kind of push myself a little bit more, I can probably I don't know, get somewhere. I mean, I finally tied down some instrumentals, and it took me a while to kind of really come to this realization. I mean, it took me like some years. I mean, I kept posting and deleting. I should have just left it up. Whether anything would happen from it is another thing, but. And I mean, like I said, I've done like 24 or more open mics, and I mean, that doesn't mean jack shit, really, in my opinion. But it's been a while since I've done an open mic. I mean, I think it's been a while. So I mean, just to at least perform to the public, I guess. Intimidating, but like I don't know, like I got right into my my mojo, I guess. I don't know. I need to I need to save up money, and I have a vehicle right now, but the struts are fucked up. I really need it. If I didn't have problems with the struts, I would have already gone down to New York City by this point. They're just, I just don't want to be, I mean, it bounces like a motherfucker, and it's probably not only taking away from gas, because I mean, like, the fact that it's bouncing is constantly, like, the flow of speed is probably not consistent. And I mean, there's probably other things that are, with bouncing around on like wet roads, or even like icy roads, is gonna be fucking scary. I did Postmates yesterday. I did 2 deliveries. I technically would have done 3, I guess. Well, I don't know if I've done 3, but one of them, the restaurant just doesn't do takeout anymore, I guess, so I had to cancel it. But I was able to help the customer, whoever ordered. I was able to do another delivery for them to McDonald's instead, I guess. Then I did this other delivery that like literally was bonkers. Like, I mean, and I kind of feel like an asshole saying this, but I was trying to be in good spirit. I felt like, thinking about it, I guess I feel like an asshole saying it, but it was such a faraway distance. But I guess there's like another one of these restaurants, these fast food restaurants in particular, in their area. So like they were willing to pay an extra like $10. I didn't get a tip. I can imagine it's probably because of how expensive it was, but also just, you know what I mean. Like I just asked them, like, I'm like, if this wasn't available, you wouldn't even have Chick-fil-A, and they said no. And I was like, all right, take care. I mean, once again, I wasn't like fucking. I was like kind of pissed off as I was driving. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This far? How much farther away? I mean, I should have. It was my fault, really, because you can look at the on the map where you gotta deliver it. But god damn, man, it was ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. I mean, by the end of the day, I kind of I felt good giving it to somebody. I mean, like, because otherwise they wouldn't have. It's nice to deliver things that people want. You know what I mean? That's cool. Excuse me. God damn, it kind of sucks. Why the fuck not? I've been starting to like watch some people that I'm following their live videos and stuff. It's just interesting once again. I'm just literally watching someone's fucking Instagram right now. Alright, it's now October 5th, 2019. I'm just gonna, wing it and just try to get to the hour. Just kind of talk about things. I could have tried finishing this all on the 4th, but that doesn't even fucking matter. I'm just trying to be quiet because, it's pretty fucking, it's nighttime, so. I was watching someone's Instagram live, just shooting the shit. The guy doesn't really have like too many people following him. Well, I mean, too many people were following his live video, just like mine. Like literally one person was watching. And I don't know, man. By the end of the day, at least one person cares. At least one person. At least one person's gonna at least entertain you as their audience. But I got to ask him some questions. He's a little bit older than me, and is kind of in a band, but also doing solo work. So, like I said, kind of like exactly kind of where I am, like about 2 steps ahead, I'd say. Like I said, he's got bands, or got a band, and performs. He was just saying a couple of things. He was saying is like, just keep going out to open mics. If you gotta be solo, some people will appreciate what you're doing regardless. He was also saying, like, I'm selfish. He was kind of jokingly saying it, but he was, he was saying, like, you'd be selfish if you wouldn't release it, because it's just, like, I don't know, it's personally, the reason why I even do stuff in the first place is because, I mean, when I, say like I've seen bands, or I've listened to music, and I've read something or watched something, and it completely changed my life. It changed my day. It changed my hour. It changed my minute. It changed my second. I learn something new every day, multiple things every day, and it's if anything, I wish I could write down all the things that I learn. Because clearly I have to relearn some things because I forget about it. But he was just saying, just call, go to blogs, any music blogs, and see if they're going to listen to your music. You got, call up venues and see if anyone's going to take you. One person might not take you, but another person might. He was also saying, if you got any demos or anything, just clean them up, do the best you can, just put them out there. Just the biggest thing always is just kind of expose people to your sound, or to your entertainment, or whatever. So many things I want to do. So many fucking things, man. But right now, all I want to do is make music. And I know this is completely different than what I was talking about just like literally 20 minutes ago. I was talking about Mortal Zombies and whatnot. I kind of want to change it up to just talk about Halloween for real quick, but I guess just to finish up on, I don't know. It's one thing to say, it's another thing to do, and it's like, I can keep this as a hobby, or I can make it into a career. I just need to, kind of know what the fuck I'm doing, and I gotta take things. I mean, like, I don't want to be too serious about it, but you also gotta kind of like, I don't know. I mean, when I go back to like say Shameless, when Lip got the scheduling, I mean, his life kind of changed. I would say not completely dramatically, but he seemed to really, I don't know, man. He was able to go through the obstacle courses a little bit easier. Obstacle courses of life, I guess. I always jump back to, he wasn't allowed to take his midterm because he was a couple minutes late based on, shit that just happens through life. But I guess it's the truth of the matter is, I mean, it's tough love kind of shit. It's just like, you gotta, be prepared for everything, man. You don't know what the fuck's gonna come at you. And it could change everything all in a split second, man. I think that's, pretty much all I'll talk about for that. Halloween. I know this is, I'll probably talk about this a couple times, but, Halloween. I would say it's a pretty simple reason why I even like Halloween, just like anyone else. It's just one of those times where you're allowed to dress up like a ghoul or a goblin, monster, whatever. Dress up as somebody that, I guess that you're not. Or, in my case, I get to dress, the way I dress anyway, or the clothes that I wear anyway, almost on par of, like, probably a gutter punk, but I don't want to ever be a gutter punk. But it's like, I don't know, man, it's whatever comes up after gutter punk, I guess. I'm like a neo-punk or some bullshit or something, I don't know. Neo-punk. God, I hope that already exists, and if it doesn't, it's going to. I wouldn't mind, being behind neo-punk. That sounds pretty dope. But I'm sure once again that exists. Halloween, you get like I said, you get to dress up and no one fucking says anything to you because it's the moment. Plus the candy's nice. That's pretty dope. I don't know, man. The horror, it's all pretty. I could watch a fucking I could watch a horror film, but someone's like, "Yo, let's watch this." I don't really care too much about horror films. Like I couldn't, like Evil Dead. I really like a lot. But it's almost a parody. I like the second one probably the most out of the trilogy. And the first one's kind of like, well, the second one's like a redo of the first one anyway. And I didn't even watch the reboot. I don't know. I don't know, man. Why do I like, why do I go for that kind of stuff? Why do I, why, I don't know. I really want, I wish I had, a really good, I feel like I answered the question sort of, but I feel like there's a deeper hidden meaning. Because I don't really care about Christmas. Christmas, I like it. It's cool to be with with your family, and you get to share gifts and whatnot. And I'm not talking about just buying each other gifts or whatever. I always like to, I try to get somebody something that most likely they'll enjoy. Maybe they might not totally know it, but at this point, I try to always make sure now that it's just something that they definitely, definitively, without a doubt, will like. Yeah. Black cats are cool. Jack-o'-lanterns are cool. Like Billy and Mandy, or the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. A lot of that was a lot of horror and Halloween-esque kind of stuff. I just really like that show a lot. It's kooky, but it's funny as fuck. I haven't watched that show in a long time. I haven't watched a lot of cartoons in a while, just because, I don't know, man. I want to watch a bunch of animes, but I I don't know, man. I'm not saying like only little kids fucking watch it. It's not like that. I don't know. I just like I've been kind of stepping away from a lot of podcasts now. Hopefully, I don't get back into it. And I mean, once again, like the fact that I'm doing a podcast so far every day for the last 4 days or whatever, going on 5 now. I mean, what's the point? I mean, there's just so much fucking content out there. I just feel selfish for, being one more, but it's when I was told by the one musician I was watching the Instagram live feed, sorry, I just kind of like got lost. I was just literally like kind of like going back to that fucking moment. Yeah, I mean, just once again, he said like it would be selfish not to release it because like I said, like before I probably stopped. When I see performancing, I feel like I did answer that question. When I see all that stuff, it kind of gives me reasons to live, if anything, and I just kind of want to, give back what was given to me, I guess, and hopefully maybe one person will be interested in it. I'm not perfect. I've lost a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes. But I've done a lot of cool things too. But I think I don't know, man. There's so many things I could be talking about. Talk about the silver lining of everything, I guess. And by the end of the day, is it determination, is drive enough? I don't know. I think it, like I said, as I said, it's the gears, 2 more gears, that you need to use. Otherwise, the machine will not function properly. And to change the analogy to like a path, just keep on going down dead ends. Or going in fucking loops and whatnot. Just thinking, man. Just thinking. And normally, once again, normally when I'm thinking, I just chop it. But I guess there are some benefits to just letting the mind think and just keep talking, I guess. Because eventually you might stumble upon something. I just kind of, by this point, I just want to keep talking about Shameless, I guess. That Sammy character, she's 33, apparently. That's what she said. And, she still lives in a trailer. Like, day-to-day basis. I don't even know what the fuck I don't know how she even survives, man. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be Frank. Frank literally, he like literally stumbled inevitably somehow into a nice little cozy home. I don't know how the fuck he even did it. It is once again a fucking show. And I guess another thing I was trailing off and I just forgot, but now I just remember, like, the reason why I watch podcasts and I'm watching like more live things, or the reason why I like Shameless anyway. There's a lot of realness to it. There are some fantasy bullshit, fake, not real, like fictitious, like scenes that happen for sure. But there are also like scenarios that they're putting the characters through that's just like, well, you don't want to go through that scenario, but this is what would happen. As long as they actually did a little bit of research, like say. It seems like they did the research, like say with Fiona, like that whole scenario of Liam accidentally overdosing on cocaine, and that was just kind of like a scenario of like what happens when you leave drugs out, and it could be even a way of saying like why drugs should be illegal, or at least like people need to be way more careful with the recreational drugs. Especially not letting kids around, because they're still fucking growing and shit. yeah, I don't know what else fucking really to say. Hold on, let me go and walk over to the fucking computer. It's probably been like 5 minutes, right? No, we're almost done. I got 5 minutes actually left to go. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna pause it for just, why not? A couple more minutes and then come back. I've been pretty much listening to on loop. I have this one playlist called The Drag, and like 7 or 8 of them are Little Dragon tracks from their debut album. Then I have a couple of Soccer Mommy tracks. One of them still is Lucy. I keep listening to that shit all the time, over and over again. And Your Dog is, still a pretty solid classic. And the Iggy Pop tracks, Sonali and Love's Missing. I hope that love is not missing for me. Then I'm still listening to that Delicate Steve song, Two Lovers. Can't get enough of that. I don't know, man, I'm just a romantic bastard. Don't really have anyone in mind. I mean, I have crushes and shit, but I'm not like... By this point, I've learned better to... it's just best to just kind of hold back. The only time it's been successful is when the girls come up to me, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And honestly, I'm not worth fucking 2 cents right now. I mean, I might have a bunch of like artistic blah 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 in mind. They aren't fucking there until it's physical, until it's a physical like manifestation or whatever, or a digital manifestation, whatever. It doesn't mean jack shit. You can have all your dreams, but they're not fucking solid dreams. What the fuck are they, man? This gaseous state. Fucking... I don't know, man. I'm just gonna pause real quick, like I said, and just finish this up. I just farted and it sounded like a queef. That interaction with another musician definitely at least sparked the flame a little higher. And it allowed me to like go, yo man, I just gotta fucking... all you do is just finish the line. Or cross the finish line, excuse me. Finish the race is what I meant to say. But I was, the two analogies putting... you get what I mean. I've been listening to a decent amount of hate rock tracks, but mostly from their first 3 albums. A couple of tracks off their 4th album, Dying of Jealousy and New Year's Day. I mean, there's also some other good tracks off that album. But I've also been listening to some of their singles like Body Lotion and Punch. I got Death Bells, Nothing Changes, Only You, and Around the Bend. I'm listening to Brian Jonestown Massacre's Anamona, or Anamone, and Fingertips. And lastly, Psycom's Ziola and Hokahe. Which is Perry Farrell's band before Jane's Addiction. Or one of them. I don't know how many bands he had. Yeah, I mean, still don't know what to fucking say, but I just, if you're here by this point and you want to exit out for the last 2 minutes, that's fine, man. But I'm gonna fucking hold out until the last hour. Well, the last minute. You gotta get to that hour, yo. I just felt like I was gonna sneeze and vomit at the same time. If I was Dr. Manhattan, I could do several things at once, and that would be awesome. Like, can a musician say, like, well, I would do it, but, like, my car is not blah. Or I would do it, but... I mean, I don't know. I think just, I don't know, man. I think the whole courage, the bravery of it all. I mean, yes, you might even fail, but I mean, maybe someday, maybe even someday soon, someone will see what you and I, or what we, whoever, what they, whatever, they'll see, maybe, and they'll understand. They'll get it. I just want to get it, man. I'm sure you do too. But it's just, I don't know, man. If I want it bad enough, I'd fucking go for it. I'm going for it in other ways, but I feel like, honestly, I I don't know. I feel like it could be a lot more progressive, I guess, through the process of making this into a career. Like if I wanted, I mean, money is definitely a fucking thing, man. Without money, I mean, I don't. All I can really chalk it up to is just hoping that people stumble upon my shit. The dude was also suggesting like going to blogs and stuff, and getting just trying to get anyone to listen to your fucking track, essentially. Because I mean, there's just so much content out there, so it's just. I mean, the reason why like some of the biggest names are big is because of advertisement, because they were able to expose their name to a wide ass audience all over the fucking place, and sometimes that's all it takes. But sometimes it's not, because I mean, just because you have good advertisement doesn't make your shit worth anything. Yes, you can definitely pay some people to say this is good, but I think through time, you know what I mean? What sticks will stick. So, I don't want to annoy any longer, so I'm just going to keep it this hour. Thanks for listening, if you have all this way. The only reason why you might want to do this is probably because it's been like years from now, and, I don't know. I don't fucking know why someone would be listening to this. I felt like especially this one in particular, again, was not a complete, it was not a good performance, I feel like. Marvel Zombies 2, in my opinion, reading it now compared to as a kid, leaves a lot to desire, because it's just, they went too fast, in my opinion. They only had 5 issues, and if they knew they were going to, have a part 2, I don't think, I bet, honestly, they would have definitely slowed it a lot more down. It just, and once again, I've read, I think, 3 and maybe even 4, but like, it's just really side story bullshit. It's like essentially what happens. I mean, it's like, because part 2 ends with the Marvel Zombies finding themselves in different dimensions. Surprisingly, I don't think they're actually all in the same dimension, which doesn't kind of make any sense, but I mean, I guess when you work on a fucking I don't know, I guess when survivors of a zombie fallout work on a device, they can, I don't fucking know. Oh, dude, I'm now just kind of looking at Marvel Zombies Return. I really want to fucking read it right now. Because honestly, this was honestly a really good fucking book, in my opinion. Like, I already remember, like, just looking at just as the pages spread. Like, one of the most fucked up scenes, which only would happen in, a horror book like this. And also the artwork's really cool, too. Most of it. But, the beginnings, the beginning starts with, and I mean, I guess the only other thing that's problematic, I guess, is that once when the characters are like in another universe or whatever, they, well, I mean, like from here, like they're not really, they got their arms and their legs and shit, like nothing's fucked up about them. Whereas part 2, like Spider-Man, for example, his legs was fucking broken off, and I had to like replace it with a android leg or whatever. But I'm now skipping ahead. Like I said, part 2 was just fucking. It was just to tell the story. But Marvel Zombies Return. This is the full cycle of how it all started. And I feel like this is the trilogy right here. You got Marvel Zombies 1, Marvel Zombies 2, and Marvel Zombies Return. You need part 2 to understand the story, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I think the coolest books out of all of them would be Marvel Marvel Zombies 1 and Return. Maybe I'm not gonna like Return, but like how I did it when I read it years ago. But I don't know, man. Just once again, there's a lot of crazy shit that happened in here. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. GRMBL, GRMBLS. I'll probably do another Instagram video thing again, but probably many times. It's nice to have a social presence. Take care. I guess the last thing that I'll say is Kevin Smith. Like he says consistently. I've heard him say, if it's not nice, what's the point of saying? What's the point of talking about it? Well, in this instance, anyway. I mean, there's always like critiquing and stuff like that. So I don't think he's talking about that. But I mean, like you know, what's the point of even releasing this podcast if I don't think that's recommend? I mean, the only reason why you should read it is just because it's, you know, it'll give you some notes for the conclusion of it all. You know, I mean, and once again, like I've you know, if anything, almost like talk shit about some of my favorite bands. Like if I was gonna review Nirvana, like there's some things that I definitely have some issues with Nirvana, even though they're one of my favorite bands of all time. For example, there's plenty of other bands I fucking love. I just, you know, Nirvana is just, you know, a band I was thinking about doing recently or soon. Plenty of other fucking ideas in mind for a podcast, but I just want to get a bunch of these fucking comic books out of the way, so I don't even fucking worry about comic books for a while, unless it's like given to me or I just really feel like reading a comic or whatever. And then I'll go through a bunch of music, and go from there. I digress. I don't know. This is the last thing I was thinking. I mean, I get his point. And there's really no need to even bring this up, but just a personal note I wanted to bring up to myself, I guess, and just talk about, I guess, in general. I don't know.